In North Korea, amid the excitement of military parades and slogans, in this strange atmosphere, a young woman stands with a slight smile on her face. This is not an ordinary woman. This is Kim Yo Jong, the only and younger sister of North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong Un. But this innocent-looking face is remembered by the world as the most dangerous woman. Yes, the most dangerous woman in the world. These are not just the words of critics, but experts say that Kim Yo Jong should not be taken lightly under any circumstances. Today, we will look inside North Korea's closed world to see how this woman has silently built a web of power. A woman who can strike ruthlessly when needed, and also knows how to charm enemies with her smile. What is the reason that today the world is forced to call her the most dangerous woman in history? Welcome once again to Noble's Creations videos. Viewers, Kim Yo Jong was born around 1987 in Pyongyang. According to the US Treasury, her birth date is September 26, 1989. And South Korean experts consider her birth year to be 1987. No one can say the exact date with certainty, but this much is confirmed that she is the youngest daughter of North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un and the real sister of today's supreme leader, Kim Jong Un. Her mother, Ko Young-hee, gave birth to 3 children. Kim Jong-chol, who has no interest in politics at all, is fond of playing music and lives in his own world. Second is Kim Jong Un, who has become the current face of North Korea. And third is Kim Yo Jong, the beloved sister of her 2 brothers. She spent her childhood in a separate world of luxury inside a private compound in Pyongyang with her brothers. But she was never brought before the world. She was first shown to the world in 2011 when she was seen standing with her brother at her father's funeral. At first, no one knew her, but for those who could understand, this was enough of a signal that she had now entered the inner circle of power. After that, Kim Yo Jong remained a trusted companion of her brother when Kim Jong Un started ruthlessly removing every obstacle in the path of his rule. She was seen around the supreme leader in every meeting and every ceremony. Sometimes she stood holding documents, and sometimes she was seen with an ashtray so that her chain smoker brother would not have any difficulty dropping ash. The world was seeing her as an assistant, a sister who was just helping her brother, but the reality was far more terrifying. To understand the real reason for this alliance, let's go a few years back. In the 1990s, Kim Jong-un sent his children to Europe so that they could receive a good education there. Kim Yo Jong was sent in 1996 to a school in the city of Bern, Switzerland, where she continued studying under a fake name. After some time, Kim Jong-un joined her. Now both brother and sister started studying in the same school, and both were registered under fake names. Kim Jong-un's fake name was Pak Un, while his sister, Kim Yo Jong, was registered under the name Pak Mi-hang. In Switzerland, they were known as ordinary Korean children, but the real truth was something else. Both of them lived in an ordinary apartment in the city. But this apartment was monitored at all times by North Korean officials. Relatives also lived with them, and there was also a team of undercover bodyguards. Kim Jong-un's classmates said that photos of basketball players were placed in the apartment, which was probably his interest. But Kim Yo Jong was kept under heavy protection even at that time. For many years, they acted like Korean children, but in reality, the entire state machinery was working behind them. In 2000, Kim Yo Jong returned to North Korea. In 2007, she obtained a degree in computer science from Kim Il-sung University in Pyongyang, and in the same year, secured a junior position in the Workers' Party. She was first seen publicly in 2011 at her father's funeral. Immediately after that, in 2012, she was selected as a tour manager in the National Defense Commission. This was not an ordinary post. She had the responsibility of managing her brother's travel. Where Kim Jong Un would go, which route he would take, when he would go, and what would go along with him. All of this was managed by Kim Yo Jong. Even Kim Jong Un's security was planned by her, and she was only 23 years old. In 2014, for the first time, North Korean media officially disclosed her name when she was made vice director of the Workers' Party's Propaganda and Agitation Department. This may appear to be a media department, but its real job is to carry out propaganda and present a certain image of the leader to the public. Within a year, she quietly became the real owner of this department. Even though someone else held a higher post on paper, only Kim Yo Jong's authority truly mattered.
She had effectively become the propaganda chief. In a country like North Korea, where men dominate, a woman reaching such a high position was nothing short of a miracle. Holding the reins of the propaganda machine, Kim Yo Jong tried to shape her brother's personality to resemble that of Kim Il-sung. By this time, she was considered just as responsible for the oppression in North Korea as Kim Jong Un himself. She was even seen as more powerful than the supreme leader.
That is why, in 2017, the US Treasury placed her name on its sanctions list. In February 2018, she rose onto the world stage when she went to South Korea for the Winter Olympics. South Korea used the Olympics to try to end hostility and invited North Korea as well. Since the Korean War of 1953, this was the first time that a member of North Korea's ruling family set foot on South Korean soil. At this historic moment, instead of Kim Jong Un, his sister went. When her special plane landed in Pyeongchang, it was a surprising scene for the world's media. On this occasion, Kim Yo Jong displayed a friendly image even in hostility, and her smile became the center of attention. She had dinner with South Korean leaders and gave them a secret letter from her brother. The world received the message that perhaps the hostility had ended, but experts believed that all of this was a trap or part of a propaganda strategy. After that, in 2018-19, she was seen in every important meeting with her brother, whether it was the historic summit with South Korean leader Moon Jae-in or the smiling meeting with US President Donald Trump. Everywhere she was seen like a shadow behind Kim Jong Un, ensuring that every image and every piece of news benefited her brother's image. By the end of 2019, nuclear talks with America had failed. The blame for this failure was perhaps placed on Kim Yo Jong, and she was quietly removed from the political bureau. The world thought that perhaps the rise of the royal sister had come to an end. But this was only the calm before the storm. In April 2020, a strange situation arose. Dictator Kim Jong Un suddenly disappeared from public view. Rumors spread among intelligence agencies and media worldwide that perhaps the dictator had died. But in this tense silence, a thunderous voice emerged from North Korean media. For the first time, a personal statement was issued in Kim Yo Jong's name. She compared South Korea to a frightened dog that only knows how to bark. This was not just a threat, but a message to the world that if the brother is not present, the sister is fully ready to take the throne. As a result, within a few weeks, not only did Kim Jong Un return, but Kim Yo Jong was reinstated in the political bureau with even greater power than before. This one statement proved that she is not just an advisor, but the true Iron Lady of the regime. In North Korea, the path to power passes through the bodies of one's own people, and Kim Yo Jong is in expert player in this bloody game. In 2013, when Kim Jong Un declared his own uncle Jang Song-taek a traitor and had him executed, it is said that this terrifying decision also involved Kim Yo Jong's mind. Similarly, in 2017, Kim Jong-nam, Kim Jong Un's half-brother, was killed with poison at an airport in Malaysia, and the world directly attributes this killing to the Kim regime. According to recent reports, some high-ranking government officials in North Korea were executed simply because they showed even a slight delay in showing respect to Kim Yo Jong. In June 2020, on Kim Yo Jong's orders, North Korea blew up the South-North Liaison Office building to teach South Korea a harsh lesson. This building was serving as the last hope for peace between the two countries. Kim Yo Jong doesn't just make decisions, but the words that come from her mouth are no less than weapons.
Her tone toward defectors who have fled North Korea is extremely abusive. She calls them filthy and disgusting worms and openly threatens that they will pay a terrible price for this betrayal. But her anger is not limited only to her own people. In 2023, she addressed the President of the United States, Joe Biden, as an old man with no future.
Not only that, she also called the President of South Korea America's hungry dog. These words show that Kim Yo Jong's style is no less than that of a male dictator, and when she gets angry, she often speaks even harsher than Kim Jong Un. Today, Kim Yo Jong is considered the de facto #2 leader of North Korea. She's a member of the country's highest decision-making commission and runs the government alongside her brother. Officially, she is the propaganda chief, but she has deep involvement in every policy and decision. Recently, she has issued at least 40 official statements on behalf of Kim Jong Un, which were previously given only by the supreme leader himself. This indicates that she has now become the mouthpiece of the country. Many experts even describe her as North Korea's future female dictator. The world has never seen before a female leader openly threatening other nations with nuclear war. Considering all these circumstances, experts believe that if anything happens to Kim Jong Un, power will first go to Kim Yo Jong. A North Korean defector diplomat, Tae Yong-ho, says that if Kim Jong Un suddenly dies, then according to the rules, the new leadership will go to Kim Yo Jong. Because according to reports so far, Kim Jong Un does not have a son. And even if he does, it would take a long time for him to become mature. This clearly shows that in such a situation, the next turn will belong to Kim Yo Jong. But has she been the most powerful leader in history? Or has history seen something like this before? If we look at history, some women have ruled with fear in their times. For example, the Chinese Empress Wu Zetian seized power after her husband in the 7th century and did not hesitate to sacrifice even her own people for her goals. Similarly, Europe's Queen Mary Tudor shed rivers of blood in her country over small matters. But these historical queens did not have a nuclear button, nor a closed society where no one could speak against them. Today, Kim Yo Jong possesses both of these things. That is why many people believe that she has truly become the most dangerous woman in the world. After all these incidents, if anyone still considers her weak just because she is a woman, that would be their biggest mistake. There was a time when the world saw her only as a silent supporter, but today, she has become North Korea's most powerful and mysterious woman. The question is not how dangerous Kim Yo Jong is. The question is, if tomorrow Kim Jong Un disappears, is the world ready to face its first modern female dictator? A woman whose one signal can turn buildings into ashes, can get officials killed, and whose anger has the power to shake powerful nations. Will Kim Yo Jong prove to be even more ruthless than her brother? Or is this just the beginning of a terrifying story? We hope you will like and share this video. Thank you very much for your love-filled comments. See you in the next amazing video.